everything I touch, I make a mess to start with, and that's how I have to make it pretty. Is making it dirty.
Everybody, we're back here with the Dirty Troughs Series, and the idea behind this series is comes from Proverbs 14:4. It says, "Where no oxen are, the trough is clean, but much increase comes through the strength of an ox." And the idea behind that is that productivity necessitates messiness sometimes. It just comes with the territory, and you can keep things tidy, but you compromise or give up on productivity. And so if you're going to be productive, you're going to be messy. And if you can see around here right now, there's not nearly as much mess as there was, but this is a project. This is Ryan Chaney, good friend of ours. He's a finished carpenter, cabinet maker. Is that how you would describe yourself?
That would be my day job.
That would be your day job. Okay, yes. He is more than that, but that is his day job. And his wife Sarah is really good with design, and so it's not her day job, but she's really good at that. And so we've had him do several refresh projects around the house, and they just come out beautifully. And so I wanted to talk to Ryan, and the whole point of this series is just to talk to different people in different vocations, and just talk a little bit about their life and what they do. And so Ryan, just want to start out with, first of all, the name of your company is called?
Chaney Street.
Chaney Street. And you guys have Instagram, right? You have an Instagram account. Have some of their work on there. So, so just tell me a little bit about who you are, where you're from, kind of what who your family is.
Sure. Well, I'm from North Idaho, Moscow.
Yeah.
It's my home town of birth. So that's
one of the chosen.
Yes, the early on. So that was my upbringing in that environment. My dad was a cabinet maker himself.
Oh, cool.
So I grew up in his shop. And Moscow Working was his company. So that's where my background kind of originates. So I moved here, skipping way ahead, 13 years ago now?
Yeah.
So kind of in another industry of landscape and design or other things, but I've kind of gone back to my roots. My own company would have been, I think it's my 6th year.
Yeah.
Rolling on my own kind of back to carpentry and finished carpentry, things like that, and cabinetry.
Cool.
So that's just what I'm rolling on right now.
So who did you work for before you started your own company? What did you do then?
Just before, for a number of years, I was for a couple landscaping firms, commercial and residential, so in the area.
Yeah.
So before I kind of stepped out on my own on that side.
So what do you like about what you do?
I think after the first 30 years of life would be the independent schedule.
Yeah.
Is it independent or you're not working more? Probably.
Yeah.
But I do like to be able to make that call.
Yeah.
And so I don't know if I could go back.
Yeah.
That's probably the biggest thing about owning a business is
totally relate to that.
You can make it happen. So
my prior life, I was in public accounting before I got into mortgage.
Yeah. And
you talk about night and day, because when you're in public accounting, you're selling your life away 6 minutes at a time. Every year you're billing tenths of an hour. And so you have to keep track of every tenth of every hour of every day that you expect to bill, and this is not that. And so I can totally relate to that. Could never go back. Well, I suppose if I had to, but thankfully I haven't had to. So tell me one thing that consumers of your services should hear. What is something that, anything really, but you wish they knew, or you think would be interesting, or
I think
we get wrong?
The current issue is just of the times. Things are expensive.
Yeah.
And it's not me that are expensive. It's materials.
Yeah.
It's a lot of it's shocking.
Yeah.
And even for me, every day, every week, it's different. So currently, right now, it's just been be prepared for that.
Yeah.
But your flat base costs are up, and it's challenging. So you got to be creative and willing to work with that stuff, because that's the status for everyone.
That's a great point. And of course, that rings true because we've seen that across the board, but maybe more so excuse me, in your industry where there's already a little bit of uncertainty because of sometimes the length of the project and the availability of materials, And
so I'm going.
So to the to the theme of this program, it says Proverbs 14:14 says, "Where no oxen are, the trough is clean, but much increase comes through the strength of an ox." Can you describe a Proverbs 14:14 experience you've had where you've kind of had to embrace the mess that comes with hard work in order to get to the fruitful results?
Yeah, I think that's a longevity question, really, in this industry. It's just being very consistent and just embracing the pain of it a little bit.
Yeah.
It's just like, that's just what it is, and you just learn how to toughen up and, and just know that's your day, and you know you can do it, and when you feel, and that's how I feel good about it. I know I've worked hard enough when I'm really tired.
Yeah.
So it's a benefit, really. I can give examples and or testimonies of, I think of my dad, really. If I could just top of my head, really, that's just, he was a good testament of just what hard work, and I describe him as an ox, because he just keeps going no matter what, no matter how heavy it was, he just does what is necessary. Yeah. And that's still applicable today. You
that's great.
And do it.
Well, we've, it's been a blessing to us to know, we never have a doubt when you're done work with us, that you're going to do a great job and you're going to do it to the end. And so, and we've had a couple of messes, not anything major, but just, these aren't the sort of things that you can precision plan. There's all manner of little things that you're opening up walls, you're doing all kinds of things that, you don't know what's back there. And so, it's great.
Sometimes I take that for granted, because everything I touch, I make a mess to start with, and that's how I have to make it pretty is making it dirty. Yeah. So there is a lot of prep in this world of making messes before it gets there.
Wow. So, what is a book that you've read in the last year, maybe that you recommend?
Oh, John Aldrich's Well at Heart. I would say that's something that any.
It's a good book.
Oh man, it's wonderful.
Yeah.
Especially for men.
Yeah. It's cool. It's called Well at Heart.
Yeah, Wild at Heart.
Wild at Heart. Okay, okay.
It's been around for a long time.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that.
But I think that's an influence for a lot of, especially young guys. Yeah. Tradesmen. Yeah. Just coming into this industry. Cool. I think it's applicable. Yeah. So I read that. Boys in a Boat would be something that I happen to have read, which I love, and I can.
I read that. Too. Yeah, I enjoyed it. Yeah, I really love that story too. Yeah. That was a cool story. Yeah. Who's the most influential figure in your life outside of biblical characters?
Man, I have to spread that out. I don't know if I can pick one. Yeah. Some of my brothers, honestly, just like they're men of character and have large families, and I don't have a family of children. They do, and so they've been big brothers. Yeah,
that's awesome. Are you the youngest?
I'm baby.
Yeah. So how many do you have?
I'm the youngest of 5.
Yeah, all brothers.
Eldest sister. She's the angel. Yeah.
So she was the understudy mom. Yes. Totally relate to that. With we have 5, and the second one was a daughter, and she was mom to the 3 younger ones for sure. Yeah. Last question: if we recorded another video a year from now, what life work updates do you think you might have?
Well, I might have an updated house, big projects there, so major remodels, maybe some other ventures of work expanding beyond, the barn doors. So we'll see. A lot of ideas out there.
What if you tease that out a little bit, and you don't have to obviously share anything that you don't want to share, but is there anything more specific about kind of your dreams about expanding?
I'd like to be in the lumber industry. In general, as a dealer, so be in urban logging is what I'd have to quickly describe it as. Yeah. So you acquire lumber in the region and make my own hardwood and sell it. Yeah. Cool. And be a supplier of that.
So obviously it's not on a Home Depot scale. So is this would be like high-end home type stuff where you're. This
is catering to a guy like me who wants to, or cabinet maker who wants to make custom items and furniture grade of higher end pieces and have control of it.
Cool. And what's what's sort of the range of wood types that you might harvest around here?
Black walnut, oak, cherry, alder, those there's some native trees around here, things like that.
Where are walnut? I suppose I've seen a walnut
Oh,
tree.
you have
but-
seen them.
Yeah.
They look rather natural. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So they're around here pretty commonly.
English walnut is a local,
Very common
tree,
local
it's,
tree,
compared to a black walnut.
Yes. And who would you need to get permission from? Who would you buy that from? I mean, do people? This is not people that are raising these things for.
No.
These are just.
This is a neighborhood tree, or it's in
yeah.
a private property, so
Yeah.
it's probably a homeowner. It's usually dealing with arborists that are already on site doing such.
Yeah.
The work's already being done. It's already being taken down.
Okay, and so you're just
this is
reclaiming
a
it?
known
Yeah.
thing. Okay, there it is. I'm
Cool.
just taking and making something more of it instead of being an in-head chipper.
Cool. Well, thanks, Ryan. Really, we love everything you've done for us, and hope that you get many more opportunities to do that, and sounds like more.
I appreciate the opportunity.